Alright everybody, today we're doing a video on how to change the oil in a 4-stroke trimmer. One that actually has a crankcase. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. First things first. If you've got one of these, take it out. And now you've got your setup. Take a flathead screwdriver. Then you have to take out all these screws right here. So you can take out this shroud, and then when oil leaks out of here, it's not going to get all caught in the gas tank, underneath the gas tank, and then just make you angry. Alright, now you got to make sure that when you take your screws out, you keep them separate and keep track where they came from, because if you take a look, this screw was out of plastic, and the screw on your right came out of the block. So you can see the difference in the thread, so you got to make note of that so that you don't get your screws all mixed up. So you can do it just like that, and then put the screws on various sides. I did forget to mention, there's one other screw that you have to take out. That extra screw is right here. You have to take that screw out, and it is in plastic, so it's got the very coarse threads. So now, what you should be able to do is just take this cover off, just like that. Put it off to the side. Now your gas tank is going to flop around because it's got nothing holding it on, so make sure you don't tug on the fuel lines or anything. Next, grab your container that you're going to pour the old oil out in, and then make sure you grab a funnel. Once you've got your setup, you've got your container for the oil, and then you've also got your funnel to pour the old oil into. You're going to want to, let's see, you're going to loosen this part right here. You're going to loosen your oil fill plug. Be careful not to let the gas tank go, because you will pull on the fuel lines and stretch them out. Remove this and don't lose it. And just dump out all the old oil. Once you've drained all the old oil out, you're going to be ready to add in the new oil. You're going to take a funnel similar to this one here. I personally like this one because it's easy to use for when I do the oil on my trimmer. Now this model right here takes 90 fluid ounces, or there are other models that have a different look, a different shaped crankcase. Those take 100 milliliters. But what you're going to want to do for this one, if you don't feel like measuring out the proper amount of oil, what you can do is just fill this up with oil until it reaches the bottom of the plug, as it says so right there. So now you go just like that. You can get your oil ready. I'd recommend using 10W30. However, you can use 5W30 if you don't feel like using that. This one has already been opened, as you can tell. There's only a little bit of oil left. So this is what we're going to use today. This is going to be enough, I know for sure. So get everything on an angle. Don't get your funnel stuck in the threads. Have it at an angle, and then just pour the new oil in. Also make sure your funnel is clean, and this one is, so make sure you don't put any, any dust or any dirt or anything into your engine that's not supposed to be there. So now I'm just going to pour this just like this. When I reach a certain point, I'm going to stop, and as you can tell, it's starting to come out. Now when I remove this funnel, even more is going to come out, but I'm going to take it out, then I'm going to take that plug, and I'm going to put that plug right back in. So what if a little bit pours out? It's not going to hurt. It's pretty much at that level now. I'm going to put the plug right back in, and if you've got paper towels, just wipe up the mess. If not, then yeah, you've got a problem. But now make sure when you finish to wipe up any oil stains, especially on concrete like this. It will be noticeable, although at least it's new oil and not dirty oil. Dirty oil will make a big dark spot in the cement, and it will be very noticeable. But this is new oil, so it's not going to be very noticeable. But make sure you clean everything up. If you happen to get some underneath the gas tank, don't worry. If you get some right in there, don't worry about it. You can just take the gas tank off. Be careful not to tug on the fuel lines, and then as soon as you do that, you can clean, and it's all cleaned up, then you can start putting everything back together.